This lighting is kind of weird. What's up, amigos and amigas? Welcome back to the I Don't Know podcast. This is your host, Veronica Towers, and I'm back with another professional episode today, you guys. I guess the season is all about business owners because it's another small business owner that I'm talking to today. I honestly just have a fascination with entrepreneurs and people who are like, throwing it all out there in hopes for success for their passion projects. And that's kind of what I'm doing here. So, why not promote people who are doing the same thing? Today I'm going to be interviewing Jasmine. Her name is Jasmine, but I call her Mimi because we grew up, familiar with each other. So that was kind of a nickname. But she makes this product here. I have it here for you guys. This is Safety by Jazzy. Not promoted, not sponsored, but this is her product here. She does something called Safety by Jazzy. I'll let her elaborate once she gets onto the meeting. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Well, at least the one I ordered. And I'm going to leave it here so that we can reference it a little bit later. Let's get this girl on to the meeting. Hi, Bibi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for coming on to the podcast today.
For having me. When you emailed me or when you messaged me, I was like, I'm so excited.
Aw. I know. As soon as I found out that you were starting this business, I was like, I wasn't doing my podcast again yet. So, once I get it back and running, I'm going to ask her. So you were always on the brain.
Yay. I'm special.
I have your product here. So we're going to bring it out in a little bit to talk about it. But I have mine here.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So first, just talk a little bit about how we know each other. I've known you, I feel like almost my whole life at this point.
Honestly, literally like my whole life, like more. Oh, you're like 2 years older than me. Like, I feel like we've known you our whole, and we still live like right next to each other, which is so
well, I don't live there anymore. I don't live at my mom's anymore now. So we grew up like neighbors, basically.
Pretty much.
Hang out, always hid in the streets. We were always in the fucking street. How would we get around?
The bus was our number. Honestly, not even the bus. Sometimes my mom would come through.
The 46, the 45, and your mom.
The van, yes. It would be like, you had $1 for the bus. We were literally always on the streets. Freaking like, I was 12 years old going with you guys to meet
to the mall or the Pike to meet up with like boys and shit. What the heck?
All the jerkers and stuff. The good old days.
Yeah. So we grew up doing some hood rat hooligan shit.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But yeah, you mentioned you're 2 years younger than me.
Yeah.
I was very, very close to your older sister, Jackie. Shout out to Jackie. Hey, girl.
Hi, Jackie.
Yeah. So I grew up, basically best friends with her and you, and your mom would like raise me at some points. I like lived with you guys for a minute there. Yeah. So we know each other very well.
Yeah.
Even though we're personal friends, I am having you on for a professionals episode because you're a professional gal now, doing big girl things.
I was going to say that I'm a big girl now.
Yeah, I know. You grew up so fast.
I know.
But you have a business. I don't want to give too much away because I want you to do the honors of explaining what it is. But you do have a small business, and it is called Safety with Jazzy, right?
Yeah, with Jazzy.
Okay. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you sell or what your business is about?
Yeah. So I basically sell safety keychains for both women and men, if men are also interested. Mm-hmm. With my keychain sets comes with like basically something every woman should kind of have with her when she is out on her own. A pepper spray, a safety whistle, bottle opener. You never know where you're going to be at.
Yeah.
And a stab stick / window breaker, because Ubers nowadays.
Yes.
Or even creepy men being, you just never truly know. And it also comes with like a little heart pom-pom just to be cute and extra.
Yeah, it is so cute. And I get, since you already explained it, let me go ahead and give the visual for the people who are watching. So,
Oh, and the lip gloss. Sorry, I forgot. It comes with the lip gloss.
oh yeah, and then the lip gloss, which I haven't even touched because I can't. My lips are so sensitive. My lips would like literally fall off. So this is the window breaker /
Yes.
stabber if we're feeling fucking crazy.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then we got the cute pom-pom.
Yes.
So cute. Give me the black one, exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a whistle, a rape whistle. Is it? Is that what it's called?
I mean, I just call it safety whistle because, you know, you don't want to say.
Yeah, we don't want to throw that word around. And then the opener for when, you know,
bottle when you want to get
other emergencies.
Yes.
And then the mighty pepper spray.
Yes.
So thank God I've never had to use this, but it's good to have it.
You never know.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Yeah. So when I saw that you were starting this endeavor, I was like, that's such a fucking clever idea. And it's like super handy.
Yes, very.
Yeah.
I'm just happy, I started it just because I feel like it's, as a girl, like, you just truly, like I already said this, you never know, but even just like walking down the street or something, like even like from my house to like the post office, you can't even, men are just so creepy nowadays, and it sucks.
Yeah,
it really
I mean, they always been, but we're noticing it more now that we're like women.
I was just gonna say that I feel like as we also get older too, like that's when when we were younger, we'd be like, oh, they're staring at, but now as like you get older, I feel like I don't take it so lightly, I just feel like there's so much that goes on, and it's just like, I'm like paranoid all the time.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And it's kind of fucking scary, especially now, daylight savings. It's darker even earlier out there.
I know. Yeah. Which is, I know, it's kind of like, I like it, like, oh, it feels late, but also like when you're out and about, it's like 5 and it's already freaking dark,
Yeah.
It's just scary.
Yeah. Okay, tell me the little bit about the backstory of how this came to be. Like, what made you want to do this, or how did you start?
So basically, it all kind of started during quarantine. I had seen a page, like a safety page, and she was based in Florida. Her page is called Out and About Safety, so shout out to her.
Okay.
So I saw her page, and I was like, oh wow, like such a smart idea, And then it kind of like stuck in my mind. I was like, I really want to like be able to help girls here, like in locals,
Yeah.
So it kind of just stuck on my mind. And then one day I was just like, I'm just going to do it. Like, even if I get like 1 or none, 5 orders, I'll be happy. And then the moment like I posted, I was telling my boyfriend and Jackie too, I was like, I'm so nervous. Like, what if no one buys from me? And I have to kind of splurge a little to start something, to grow. So at first I was like, what if it's just all going to go down the drain? And I was just so happy, like, people were actually, like, really, supportive about it. Once I saw that, like, when it was just stuck on my brain, I was like, I have to do this. And, yeah, I posted it, and I'm so thankful. Like, I got a good amount of retweets on Twitter, on Instagram. And from there, like, it kind of just started, like, growing more and more. And I'm just so, like, happy it started.
Yeah, okay, Miss Sang hitting 1,000 followers on Insta.
I feel like that's such a big like a big something to celebrate,
a milestone. Yeah,
as like a small business, I feel like it's hard to get your followers up.
Yeah,
Small business, but once I started growing, like I was like, okay, if I get 300 followers, I'll be happy. And then I passed it, and I'm like, oh my, and I'm literally almost now at like 2,000 followers. So like,
wow, yeah. Plug that Insta. We'll plug it up a few times, but what is it now that we're talking about it? It's just Safety with Jazzy?
Yeah, with Jazzy, yeah.
Wow.
But that's basically how it all started. And then it was a little bit stressful because, you just never know if it's going to succeed or not,
Yeah, it's a risk.
But I'm happy I took that risk.
Yeah.
and like I love getting like positive reviews from people, like, because I know there's a bit of safety pages like out there, but I'm happy when people specifically message me because like, oh, like you do stuff different, like different styles, different designs. Like I'm always looking for, because I don't want to just have like something basic that everyone else has. Like I want people to be like, wow, I want it from her, you know, like, so I just constantly try to like look for new stuff and like new styles and also like the safety stuff that comes with it too. So I'm just happy I was able to grow from like nothing to now.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you. You're doing it.
Thank you.
Do you have a TikTok?
I do. It's also Safety with Jazzy.
Oh, really? Oh, you have a TikTok for your business?
Yeah. Started like as like a personal account, and I don't post anything. Let me just start with my business, you know, to see where it can go from there. Because also TikTok is a very good platform right now where some people go viral off of one video, like, and it could be like a small business and they like instantly blow up. Yeah. So I'm just like, TikTok is like a pretty good platform out there right now.
Yeah. So besides like the followers and having to, you know, obviously build your clientele, what are some difficulties that you have run into being a business owner because you do everything online, right? It's not in person, like it's not a shop in person.
No. So that, I'm happy you asked me that because there is, okay. So when I first started, I was like, oh, once I surpassed like 500 followers, I'm gonna start a website, you know, so it could be a lot more organized. I don't forget about someone's order, or like, you know, just, you don't want to have a bad first review on, you know, you just want to have good reviews. So I felt like I was always so busy, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to have someone help me with the website. And it just, even till now, I don't have a website. So sometimes it does get a little hard. Like well, not every day, but when I post something, I'll have a lot of DMs, you know? So like some people will order, some people won't. So it's kind of hard to keep track of who does and who doesn't, you know? So, and I have had slip ups where like, I'm like, oh shit, like, you know, they never got their order, you know, like, and that's completely on me. And I understand, you know, you're gonna want a refund back. So obviously I provide them that refund, but as of right now, I feel like that maybe is the hardest. And also waiting for stuff to arrive because of COVID, you know, shipments that get delayed. Some people want their stuff like instantly, but it's hard, you know, I can't just freaking go and get it and, you know, give it to you like right then and there. So I would say just like the organization sometimes is a little bit, it's kind of hard, you know,
like managing the orders and stuff.
But I'm grateful that like my mom really helps me a lot.
Okay, like, shout out to mom.
Yeah, shout out to my, what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like everything else is pretty like smooth sailing, you know.
Okay, that's good. Well, in my experience with my order with you, I like DM'd you and I like just drove by because I'm right here.
Yeah, because you're local.
Yeah. So, but do you do shipments? Is that the usual?
I'll ship wherever, you know. For right now, I haven't gotten like an international shipping. It's mostly like domestic shipping. But if someone does need international shipping, I will ship, you know. But I also, if you are a Long Beach local, I do like deliver. Or if you're like a surrounding city, you're more than welcome, you know, to come pick up.
Yeah.
So that's with that. But I do ship. The furthest I have shipped is, I want to say, New York. And once I got, I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy. Like New York.
Oh my God. Safety with Jazzy hit the East Coast.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I like to, my grandpa was literally talking to me last night, like, oh, how's your business, you know? And I'm like, it's going really good. He's like, oh, but it's only here in Long Beach. I'm like, no, like I ship everywhere, you know? He's like, oh, where? And I told him like Florida, North Carolina, New York. He was like, oh my God, like I didn't know that. And he was just happy for me. I was like,
oh, your grandpa, his little bike every day.
He's still on that bike.
I see him all the time on his bike.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you a little bit about your inventory.
Okay.
So I know you're saying that things are difficult inventory-wise because of COVID. So the way that you, obviously I'm not going to get into your business secrets because that's what you do. But where do you get your inventory, or how do you obtain inventory, and how do you manage that?
Okay, so when I first started, honestly, even till this day, Amazon Prime is my best friend.
Yeah.
Like,
shout out to
my
her.
friend. Like, so when I first started, you know, I didn't know much. So I was just going by Amazon, buying like one by one by one. And that gets really expensive, like versus buying something wholesale versus one by one, you know, it adds up. Yeah. So at first I was like, dang, like if I'm going to keep doing this, like I'm not really profiting much, you know, from this. So I started doing more research, like especially pepper sprays are like pretty pricey individually. So I'm so happy I was able to find websites that send them to me in bulks, you know? So it's so much more worth it. Like, yeah, maybe you spend a pretty penny, but like it's so much easier, like then you just have everything ready to go. You know, you don't have to wait like, oh, you know, like I'm have to wait for Amazon to come and deliver this. And so I use still Amazon website that I found for the pepper sprays, and a lot of stuff. Sometimes honestly you can go to like LA for like cute little like accessories, and you find a lot there, like in Los Callejones, like you can like you can bargain with those people, and they'll give you like some good prices. I don't want to spill too much because I don't really, you know, because people
are gonna hit up your vendors.
No, because people like, I get it. Business is business, you know, like I don't mind sharing those tips with other small businesses that want to start a business, like a safety business. But other stuff, yeah, I don't really want to say too much.
No, don't share your secrets. Those are your business secrets.
Yeah, but LA.
Okay. And as far as like stock goes, do you like?
I'm sorry, that's my Alexa.
You're gonna turn mine on.
Alexa is a female form of Alexander, and sometimes also a short form of Alexandra, both of which come from the Greek.
Let me turn her off.
Alexandros, which can be.
There we go. No more Alexa talk.
Unless mine starts earlier. I was like, what time is it? What time is it? And I was asking her, and she wouldn't answer me. And then I was on the phone. I was on the phone with my friend, and he said, like, as a joke, Alexa, play Never Shout Never. And she started fucking playing it. I'm like, what the hell?
It's like when you don't need them, that's when she's freaking listening.
Fucking nosy ass. Oh my God, my shirt has literally been the wrong button this whole time.
Mood me every day.
Okay, so for like your inventory and your stock, do you put out what you have in stock on the market, or do you do like per order? How does that work? How do you manage that?
So when I also first started, it was I would order my inventory by on demand, basically. You know, so once someone ordered something, I would have to order it because I didn't have like back stock for, you know, orders just for people just to come and pick them up. Even till this day, I'll order, say, a good amount of wristlets, like the designs and stuff, pepper sprays, but other stuff like the stab sticks, the whistles, some of that I have to order also on demand. So that like when people ask me, oh, can I just come and pick up what you have? Like it's kind of a rare thing because I don't always have all the products I need at the moment, you know. Like for the colors that don't sell the most, yes, I do always have them on stock, you know, because they're not as popular. But like other stuff that are more popular, like I just can't because I don't have enough yet. I want to get to the point where I want to have like a lot of inventory just saved so I can just keep going and going, you know. So there's no delay in between or any of that.
So I also think that comes with like the confidence of knowing you will have orders to fulfill. As opposed to when you're first starting, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna buy this for now because I don't know if I'm gonna do it.
You don't want to like do too much because then what are you gonna do with all the stuff you have, you know?
So what are the most popular ones and the least popular? Who needs a little bit of love?
I started off with the ones you have, the marble ones. From those, purple and blue are like, no, like not a lot of people want those. Which when I first started, I was like, oh my God, I love the blue. I just love blue. I'm like, blue's gonna sell. It was completely the opposite.
Literally your childhood room being painted like purple.
Yes, purple and blue. So those are like my two favorite colors. So I was like, yeah, they're gonna sell and this and that. And so those don't get as much love, but all my newer stuff, like all my sparkle sets, like all that, that gets like a lot of attention. Wow. Those and like cow print, any kind of like animal print, people love, and I love too. So I see why it goes fast. But for all my little blue and purple marbles, they don't get that much love. Also, sunflowers. So a lot of people love sunflowers, so those are pretty good as well.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna get emotional. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, girl. You did that. You're doing it. And I see you're doing your little giveaways.
Yes.
How does that help promote your business?
Oh my gosh, it helps so much. Like, honestly, okay, so when I started, I did a giveaway when I can't even remember how many followers. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a giveaway, like, because I didn't even think I was going to make it that far. So my first giveaway, I gained probably like 300 plus followers, like from my first one. Yeah. So I was like, oh my God, like, this is crazy. Like, it's crazy what a giveaway can do, you know? Yeah. So then after that, I hit 1,000. And my friend, she also has a small business, a resin business. It's called Resin by Ari, I believe. So I don't know, something like that. She was my best friend in high school. So, and then I was like, I want to do a collab with her to also help me, but also help her grow, you know? So we did my last giveaway was like a little spooky basket, and it got so much like love. So for example, like, I think she started with like 300 followers when the giveaway started, and when it ended, she had almost 800 followers.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was so happy for her, because, like, you know, it feels good when you get that many followers and that fast, you know.
Yeah, you're seeing that your business is gaining traction, so that's exciting.
But giveaways, I've only had like 3, but you can already tell which people like follow you and unfollow you just for the giveaway. Like, there's always those accounts, you know. And it's funny because they think you don't notice, but I've caught on. So my next one, if they do, I'm just going to block them. Because I want to give it to people who actually support me, not someone who just wants to, like, win something for free, you know?
Yeah. So for the giveaways, what are, like, the rules? What do you have to do? Is it like a tag 3 friends type of thing?
So my rules are always, well, for right now, they're always, like the post, tag a friend or 2, and post it on your story.
Okay.
So the posting on the story, that really helps because it spreads the words to their followers. So if the person posting it has like 3,000 followers, like, that helps out so much, you know?
Yeah, a few of theirs will carry on to
yours. Yeah. So we do that. That's how I do my giveaways. And then the winner, it's randomly selected through an app.
Oh, okay. So you don't go through them?
Yeah, so that way it's fair, you know. I don't want people to be like, oh, she's picking and choosing who she wants, you know. So that's how I do it.
Yeah. Okay.
But I love giveaways.
Wow, very business minded. Look at you. But I wanted to talk a little bit about also what made you want to do this. I know that we talked about like creepy men, but you wanted to just serve like the people in Long Beach, right? People who were more local to you, provide that for them.
So I'm happy I've never had like a scary experience like that. Like, yeah, I've experienced like creepy men, but nothing ever to the point where like I felt like I needed to use one of those, you know, but I'm grateful that it hasn't happened to me, but I'm sure so many other girls it has, you know, like, and it sucks. Even just like seeing posts like here in Northgate in Long Beach, there was this guy stalking some girl in her car, like, and stuff like that comes in handy because he followed her all the way to her car, you know. So you just, like I said, you never know. So I'm happy. I'm just I'm happy I'm able to help other girls who do feel like they're not safe leaving their jobs in the middle of the night, or even if like they work in the day and they have to walk to their car, you know, just random stuff. I've had a girl who tells me she doesn't feel comfortable where she lives, you know, and I'm happy I'm able to like make her feel more safe, even just being at home, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you here that this is on my bedside table. Like,
Exactly.
I
Yes.
sleep with it next to me. Well, I do live alone, and, you know, I'm a 24-year-old girl who has her own apartment, and this apartment complex is pretty big, so
yeah,
strangers. Yeah, I
even
sleep with
like
this pretty fucking
neighbors.
close.
Even when I just walk to the post office, like I just have it in my hand because someone could run up behind you or something, you know. When did we go? I went to Vegas too with like Jackie and them, and anywhere we go, I would have it in my hand because I'm in Vegas, you know. I don't know what's going on over there, so just literally everywhere I go, like without my boyfriend, I'll have it in my hand.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you also mentioned that you started this during quarantine, so you didn't have to run into the issues of like business going down because of COVID, right? It's just been up since then.
I mean, there's some days or not days, like weeks or something where I notice it is slowing down, you know, and I'm just, it kind of like gets me not frustrated, more so like I feel like I'm not doing good enough. But then I just kind of have to remember, you know, not everyone is able to buy things all the time, you know, like,
and that's not in your control.
Yeah, so I just have to remind myself that it'll pick back up, you know, just to try not to stress about it. But I'm happy for the most part. It's just been up and not too many lows.
Yeah. You talked about your own personal experience with, you know, creepy men. You fortunately haven't had to do, you know, protect yourselves. But just to share like my side of it, I mean, we used to be like this, so it's crazy that you guys don't know the stories of my life, but I was actually sexually abused when I was like 13 to 15. And I didn't share that. And like a fucking thing like this would have come so in handy.
Yeah.
You know, just that whistle and everyone would have known that I was in trouble, you know, but I didn't have anything like this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sorry you had to go through that, but you're one of many girls who also has experienced this as well, you know.
Unfortunately, it's very common.
Yes. And I just realized like nowadays, like it's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it's also that women are now finding like the courage to speak out against it, because I'm sure there's been fucking creepy dudes for all of history, and now we're just like, you know, fuck you.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy because like there was a time on Twitter where a lot of girls were opening up about being sexually abused, and I graduated high school 4 years ago, but I never truly realized how many like disgusting guys I was surrounding myself with, you know, up until I saw all that. And like I think back and I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's so disgusting of them, you know, like, and we're so young too. Like, I mean, we're still young now, but for the girls who were in high school and had to go through that, like, it's just horrible.
Yeah.
It just sucks that like I guess we had to like, everyone knew that until like 4 years later, you know, not in the moment.
Yeah, because I mean, it's really like a situation where you don't feel like you have power. Because they're taking that away from you. But I'm saying like if something like that ever happened to me again and I was carrying this would have made all the fucking difference.
Yeah.
So I'm kudos to you for this, because this unfortunately is something that girls do need. And boys, some boys too. Women can be very predatorial.
Oh yes, I know. I want to come out with something for the boys, but I just feel like their ego is so high sometimes they won't even want to have, you know, I mean, for some men maybe, you know, maybe they'll want one, but it's not a guarantee. Like I just feel like for women it is like a necessity basically. Even not for me, like just go and get your own pepper spray, you know, just to have it on you all the time.
Yeah. But people should take self-defense classes.
Yes. I recently I went to my friend's party and I saw like an old friend and she was like all into self-defense, and she was trying these like moves on me. I'm like, dang girl, like if you started class, I would definitely go, because she was good at it too.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, I'm over here like all wimpy. I'm like, no, that's why I rely on the keychain. But I'm sure a lot of girls would be like interested in doing those self-defense classes.
Very beneficial.
Yeah.
Good to know, like, especially earlier how you mentioned if someone comes up behind you, how the fuck do you get out of that?
Exactly. Like that's why when like I walk somewhere, like I'm just constantly going like this, like just turning my head, you know?
Yeah.
Because people can come from any freaking direction and you have no clue.
Scary.
Very.
Yeah.
Sad world.
But besides wanting to make a product for guys, what are the plans for expanding business? Do you want to come out? I know right now this is your main focus, this keychain product. Do you want to expand? Do you want to bring like different products, or is the goal to focus on this?
So I was thinking about that, just like randomly I sit and think. I want to obviously keep my safety, but I also want to somewhere in the near future come out with like a beauty supply kit for like an emergency beauty supply kit for like, say, oh, my eyelash is falling off and you need glue, or oh, my nail's breaking and you need nail glue, like something like along those lines, you know, like, or oh, like I need gum, you know, just something like that. But I haven't fully thought of the full shebang yet.
It's a developing idea still.
Yeah. And I need a website. That's something I want to do as well.
Yeah. Okay. So for the website, you're planning to remain e-commerce. Do you have any plans to like open a store, like a physical one, or you're planning online?
That would be like a dream, like to have like a store, you know.
Let's manifest, sister.
I know. I did attend a pop-up shop by another small business. So it was just so fun. Like you can like see people's like reactions like while looking at your products, like they're like, ooh, you know. So like when they did that, when I went there and like they were like giving me like good feedback, I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I can have like my own store, you know, or even just like host my own pop-up like one day and invite other small businesses. Cause I like it. Like I like.
Yeah, I've never heard it. I saw when you were promoting that you were going to do that, but what was that? It was like one small business hosting other small businesses?
Yeah. So it was a small business. She sells, it's like a boutique. It's called Florecita Boutique. She's pretty, I'm like giving everyone shout outs.
Yeah, go ahead. They deserve it.
So, she hosted it and she invites other small businesses to go. It's like, and attend it as well, you know, and then you just promote it online and people show up. So
that's good.
Yeah, it was fun. So one day I want to like host my own and invite other small businesses. And if like I keep growing and growing, my dream would be like to open some kind of shop.
Wow. Okay. We're manifesting this for you today. I'll do like some witchcraft for you later on.
I start getting all this bad luck. I'm like,
no, good witchcraft. I recently did it for my friend for an interview and things went great.
Oh, okay. Good. Yes. I need that.
The good brujeria, not the bad kind. But okay, well, I hope the very best for you. We're gonna get this shop up one day. We're gonna see that Safety with Jazzy store.
Yes,
all across the U.S.
Oh my, I would cry.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably cry too. I'll cry with you. But I'm so proud of you. I know I've said that a million times, but I'm rooting for you. I wish you nothing but success in your endeavors, whatever you decide to expand on. This idea alone you can go so far with, but I know you're a clever girl. You're already coming up with, you know, different products.
Yeah,
so things are gonna be good for you.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. I love positive, like not energy, feedback. That's real.
Yeah, positive feedback. Yeah.
Yes.
But where people could give you feedback is on your social medias. Go ahead and plug those in right now.
So my Instagram account is at safetywithjazzy, just like that. And my TikTok is also Safety with Jazzy. I don't have a Twitter for it yet.
And how are we spelling Jazzy? Just so we're clear with everyone.
Jazzy. So both just like that on Instagram and TikTok.
Okay, perfect. So that's where you guys can find her product. Make sure you give it some love. Are we in stock right now? What is it looking like? Can people come and place some orders?
Yes, they can order, and I actually have some new stuff coming probably by next week.
Ooh, exclusive.
Yes, so I'm excited to show everybody.
And you're gonna post that on your Instagram, right? That's
yes,
the move right now.
Probably yes, just on my Instagram for right now. The new set's coming.
Okay, well, we'll be on the lookout for your new products and for that website, and then in the future for that store.
Yes, thank you, Vero. Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Of course, thank you so much for being here, Mimi. I hope we can hang out soon so we can all because it's been long.
It's been years. Years.
But, life is fucking insane. So
I know.
But yeah, we'll get together soon. Thank you so much again. Tell your family I said hi. I love them and I miss them.
You as well. I hope you guys are all doing well right now during these crazy times.
Yeah, we're staying together. There's a lot of us, so we're,
I know.
Yeah. All right, Mimi. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your night.
All righty, Vero. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.